good morning, or whatever time of day it is that you're watching this. I hope you're having a great day. I wanted to introduce myself. My name is Judy, and I wanted to let you know that this is my first video, so I am giving it a whirl to see how it goes. I wanted to tell you about a time in life where there was a turning point. And I'm sure all of you have had a turning point at some time, whether you realized it at the time or not. But looking back, I imagine that every one of us have had some kind of a decision that we made that led us into better things in life, or a decision that was made that was, well, it led us into areas of life that we wish we hadn't gone through. And we had to suffer consequences as a result of that. But I want to tell you about a change. There have been many changes in my life that I've gone through that have inspired or made me wish I hadn't made the decision that I made. But you know what? I have a loving God that I trust and believe in, and He's always pulled me through, no matter what it is and where I've been in life. I've made a lot of mistakes, but I've had a lot of good victories also. This time in life that I want to speak about was when my husband was ill with cancer, and didn't know what was going to happen. Looked like he was going to pass, and eventually he did pass. But during that time, you just live your life and try to live each day as you can. After he passed, there was a lot of void, I guess you would say, in my life, and a lot of decisions that I had to make with two young daughters, 14 and 12 years old, that I had to think about. Of course, first thing I did, as quickly as I could, was get long-term care for myself, because I did not want them to have to take care of me in my older age. And at that time, I was about 47. Now I'm 78. So it's been a long time since this turning point in my life occurred. I worked at a company, and I worked in a certain department there in the company where there were maintenance people that took care of the facilities. It's a very large company. And I didn't know anyone there really except the people that I worked around. And after my husband passed away, well, before that, the maintenance guys every now and then would offer to take me out to lunch just as a thank you for keeping their schedules straight and showing them and helping them to know what the next thing was that they needed to be doing, and to keep them in constant communication with those who needed to be aware. After my husband passed away, one day I called over, and I asked this one of the maintenance guys, I said, well, where are y'all going to lunch today? Because I was felt left out and felt kind of sad. And he said, well, forget the other guys. Would you like to go to lunch with me? And, I don't know, but yeah, I would. And at that time, it turned into a friendship and a relationship. And now we have been married for 25 years, going on 26 years now. But that all never would have happened had I not made a bigger decision probably about 2 years prior. I was working at a company there, and I had applied for the company where the maintenance people were. And I didn't know whether I should take the maintenance job, which I interviewed and was selected for a position. but it was well below what I was already making. And I knew my husband, or I felt my husband wasn't going to live very much longer. So I was in a quandary. What do I do? How do I handle this decision? I have an opportunity for a job in a larger company. I was working for some lawyers at the time, and I didn't really see any type of advancement, and I needed to be able to take care of my daughters. So I pondered the question. I asked the Lord, what do I do? What do I do? Do I take that position? Do I stay where I am? And as I was trying to make a decision, there were the HR department of the company that I was working for at the time called me down and offered me another $2,000 per year raise if I would stay there. And that was a big deal. That was a big deal because where I was, where I had applied, the area over there was paying me probably about $3,000 or $4,000 less. They offered me about $3,000 or $4,000 less than what I was making. So that extra $2,000 that I was being offered at my present company sure sounded good. I had to make some decisions. Not long after that, had not made a decision yet. Not long after that, I was in my office, and the senior partner in the law firm that I was working at, he came into my office, closed the door behind him, which is, he never came in my office before. I didn't know what, I figured, okay, well, maybe he's going to tell you to go ahead and go. But he told me that his secretary was going to be retiring soon, and that he had hoped that I would take that position and work for him. So therefore, another decision had to be made. Number one, more money if I stayed. And number two, to work for the senior partner there in the firm, which would have also probably gained me more income. And I just, didn't know what to do, but I asked the Lord, and I thought it over. And I thought, well, there's much more chance of advancement at the larger company. So I did go ahead and accept the job at the other company with trepidation, I guess. No hard feelings at the company that I work for, the lawyer group, but I did take the position in maintenance at the new company. So that was a big turning point in my life, because then, after my husband passed, I had made relationships, or I had made friendships with the people there, and especially one maintenance fella, and we got married. We've been married ever since. And like I said earlier, it was 25 years ago now. But I did get promoted. When I was interviewed, they asked me, where did I see myself in 5 years? Typical interview question. And I said, well, I would be working in the executive area of the company. And as it turned out, that's just what happened. I'm a good organized person. I listen well. I take directions. I keep my bosses informed of things that are going on. And I enjoyed being a professional secretary, executive assistant, as it turned out. And I was hired about 5 or 6, maybe a little bit longer than that, years later, and moved up to the executive area up there. And much to my surprise, had a wonderful about 10 years working in that area until I retired in 2010. And so that was a major turning point in my life. And I'm curious, what are some of the turning points in your life? Do you have a brief comment that you could tell me? How did you finally make that decision? Was it the right decision? Was it the wrong decision? Are you happy with it? How did it change your life? Those types of things. I'd love to hear from you. Give me a comment below. I hope that you would like and subscribe to my channel. And I know, like I say, now this is my first one, so I know I've stumbled a lot, but I will get better, and I will have some more information coming up. I'm going to try to post at least twice a week, and we'll see how it goes. Well, and I know that the Lord is in it, and I thank y'all for watching. Thank you. Have a good day.